My name is Billy Floyd. That is
the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo, crashing kitchens around the country. Do it every Friday. We do it. And tonight we have some maniacs in the kitchen tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Call them maniacs?
Oh, yeah, I would. And thank you guys so much for the love and support. Now do me and the Commodore a solid and prepare your minds, bellies, and souls, ladies and gentlemen, for the show is about to begin. Hello. Man, I like that intro. It's really good. It's shimmery. It shimmers. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good one, man. Let me know how everything looks and sounds. Looks like we got signal over there. The defaults are set up. All the codecs are set properly. We have two different cameras. We're going to have a guest on tonight and a guest on tonight. Which is which? We'll get there. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I most certainly appreciate it. And this is normally, sweet Matthew Pfeiffer, thank you. This is normally a Patreon show, but tonight's a little bit special. This Friday, we're actually going to play segments from a previously recorded show that we shot in Mineral Bluff, Georgia. Mineral Bluff, Georgia was super, super cool. Really beautiful. We were at this gorgeous cabin out there. We're going to go through the website. We're going to look at some photos, and we're going to chat with the owner, which I'm really excited about. It's really going to be really good. I got to chat with Sherry a little bit in the green room. Brilliant and funny, I would say, are those two things. So with that, the way that I know Sherry is I've never met Sherry in person, but I feel like we're kindred spirits. But it was just a couple weeks ago I was able to spend some time in Mineral Bluff, Georgia, at this beautiful cabin with Jess B and her crew of miscreants, a motley crew, if you will. That's how I found out about Sherry, and Sherry is an entrepreneur. She most certainly is a hard worker, and when we were talking about it a little earlier, it was like, man, look at all that you've achieved, and it's a lot of work. So I'm excited for you guys to meet Sherry. She's super inspirational, but I wanted to welcome you guys to the show tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. I most certainly appreciate it. Let's introduce the co-host of the evening, which is going to be really cool. So stand by, hold on a second. She was making noise into the microphone earlier. I had to silence her because she was getting loud. Let's change some webcams. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Jess B. What's up?
I was full belt yelling, so I was muted.
You were. So thank you guys very much.
I suffer from voice modulation.
You can't control the volume of your voice.
I can't control the volume of my voice. Imagine leaning in to your baby daughter.
Oh my God.
Whisper her good night.
Get out of here. Matthew Pfeiffer, what's up, man? So I figured I always like to show the chain of connectivity when I work with professionals in the industry and people in the industry. And it's like, how do you know Sherry, Billy? Well, let me tell you, I've never met Sherry personally, but the reason she's here tonight is because Jess B knows her. She's friends with Ashley and Stephanie and this crew that went way, way, way back to Juvenile Detention Center when they were only in the 5th grade, which is fantastic. So they started a food fight. One of them threw a tray and hit another girl in the back of the head, and that started a massive brawl between two factions in this middle school in which 3 of the alleged perpetrators, if you will, were Stephanie, Ashley, and the great Jess B. So the good thing is this is Ashley's mama. Ashley's mama's joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And you've known Ashley for a long time.
I think since 9th grade, I infiltrated the crew.
What up, Kyle? I don't know what that means. Well, how long ago was? Okay,
15 maybe.
Nice.
So
That's
20
awesome.
years.
Nobody knows when you've been in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a couple of days ago. I don't know. Some people learn at different rates.
Maybe that was the point. Maybe I wanted to be aloof.
Maybe that was
Thank you.
it.
No, it's 20 years.
Aloof is good. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a cool relationship to have for 20 years. What's up, Kyle Nunez, the Biggity Bad from Trinidad? Good to see you. Do me a favor, guys. If you wouldn't mind sharing the show, we want to bring some people in. I want Sherry to meet all the people.
Oh, yeah.
I want all the people to meet Sherry.
I shared it.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Share bear.
A share bear. A share.
A share bear.
We shared.
We shared
a share bear.
Oh, yeah.
Share bear got shared. It's going to be good. What's up, Mama Floyd in the house? Where there's Mama Floyd, there's a Papa Floyd. Thanks for the conversation earlier, kids. Good luck, Mom. I knew it. But go kick that dude right in the ass. Metaphorically speaking. Thank you very much, Matthew Pfeiffer. Appreciate that. So, yeah, man, normally we are live on Patreon on our Wednesdays, which is thank you guys very much for our Patreon members for allowing us to go public on this, because that's kind of the agreement. We're live on Patreon every Wednesday except for the last Wednesday. We're live from Castle Orbit tonight. A little bit different. A fantastic show coming up this Friday. And the segments we're going to be playing there, aside from the music, I'm going to do some live music on Friday. The segments that we're playing were shot in Mineral Bluff at that cabin. Now, you've been to the cabin a couple times.
Yes.
Share Stare has been at the cabin many times. Her and I connected on the love of the patio immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Instantaneously. And I did want to bring this up real quick because, that's right, that's the cabin we're going to be talking about. I don't want to take you inside yet. Not yet. I'm going to let Sherry, after we give her a fantastic introduction, which I have a beautiful applause cue queued up. Oh, yes. We have hired 50 people to stand behind the television and applaud when we introduce Sherry, which I'm excited about. We're going to get 100 next year, Sherry. Don't you worry. She was like, I won't do it for any less than 100.
She doesn't get out of bed for less than 100 applausers. If there's not 200 hands slapping against each other, she's
So you've known Ashley for 20. You've known Sherry for a long time.
Yeah, Sherry actually did my hair for prom.
Really?
Yeah, like my brother's
She does hair
prom.
as well.
She's an enterprising woman.
She seems like we were talking. We kind of introduced her as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be accurate?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Unquestionably.
And not only in the hair care stare from Cher Bear stare, but also real estate, fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
and photography, and they've had weddings. I mean, she's in it. She's in it to win it. And I love that. That's fantastic.
Much more.
Have you seen Sherry grow over the past 20 years? Like when you first met Sherry, what was because you're pretty good with impression. What was your first impression when you met Ashley's mom? How old were you?
I mean, I was like 15 or 16.
Okay.
Probably 15.
So you meet Cher Bear for the first time.
I remember thinking that she'd hit it off with my mom. I remember like she and Steven and Ashley like took me to Olive Garden. And I remember being like, oh, I'll be on my own check. And I remember Sherry being like, no, like you're not going to pay for yourself at Olive Garden.
Just like, really?
I was like, really?
Listen, Sherry, I love it. It doesn't take much.
This.
Just take her for some free breadsticks, soup and salad,
that was
unlimited
the first time I
breadsticks.
ever had Alfredo sauce on breadsticks. I was like, excuse me?
How
Has
fancy.
this existed all along?
How
I did
fancy
not
is
know.
it? Have you been hiding this from me?
I didn't know you could do that.
You can do anything.
It stayed with me all this time.
Yeah, that's a good little
meaningful.
notch right there to be like, there's a memory. There's a core memory right there.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
No, she was always really nice, and we spent a fair amount of time at Ashley's grandma's house growing up. She lives super, super close to me.
Gotcha.
So
What's her name? Grandma?
Doris.
Grandma Doris.
AKA Nanny.
Nanny Doris?
She just goes by Nanny.
Just Nanny?
Just Nanny.
I know, Doris is just such a pretty name. I think of Doris Day right away.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. It just naturally does because I got the time. So yeah, man, this Friday is going to be really cool. Again, this is going to be a alternative concept to the alternative concept of the core concept, which is fun because we do what we want. You can't stop us.
Yeah, literally whatever you want.
That's right, whatever you want. So I'm gonna play some live music on Friday, but in between those songs, we're gonna have segments from the cabin that Sherry is owner, manager, decorator, and she'll do your hair. Which is
If you ask nicely.
Which is fantastic. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to play a music video, Drift Slide Collide, shot at Castledore Studios by Kayla O'Brien Media. We're going to play that music video, give you guys a little tune, a little KKT, KitchenKillaz tunes, you know what I'm talking about. Boop. At the end of that video, we're going to be chatting with Cher Bear, the Cher Bear stare, the queen herself. A queen, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Would that be an understatement?
No.
Empress?
Duchess?
Duchess. The Duchess
I think that
of Mineral Bluff.
the Duchess.
That is a song title?
The Duchess of Blue Ridge.
Oh, is it not a Mineral Bluff?
That's Mineral Bluff, but I feel like Blue Ridge is the bigger. I don't know. I'm bad at geography. You
Mineral
shouldn't
Bluff
ask me.
is a
beautiful.
I love those two words, mineral and bluff. And what I think about when I see Mineral Bluff, they need a Duchess.
Oh, yeah.
Mineral Bluff needs it. Blue Ridge, I don't know what kind of leadership they need, but Mineral Bluff definitely needs a Duchess.
The Duchess of Mineral Bluff, a.k.a. the Blue Ridge Babe.
The Blue Ridge Babe. Oh, goodness gracious. Here's a music video, kids. We'll be back in a couple seconds once I can talk again.
Hey. As shuttles run in circles, silhouetting as they pass me by. On the wall there's prancing ponies, only drifting through this 2D life. Won't you take my hand and trust me? Won't you leave from pain and touch my flow? There's some space that right beside me. I could be just what you're looking for as we drift, slide, collide, explode to something undiscovered, something that could leave our world to love. Slide, collide to something special. I might join you in your painting, you join me in my 3D world? I'll run up in horizontal. If you would be my 3D girl, as we drift, slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide, grow mountains with rivers running rapid, like waterfalls. I'm coming home to you. Slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide to something special. Collide to something special. Slide, collide to something special. Explode to something undiscovered, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide, grow mountains with rivers running rapid, like waterfalls. I'm coming home to you. Slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide, grow mountains with rivers running rapid, like waterfalls. I'm coming home to you. Slide, collide, explode to something unpredictable, something that could lead my world to love. Slide, collide to something special. Collide to something special. Whoa, whoa, no, whoa. As we drift, slide, collide to something special. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fade. I love it, baby. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I got my finger on the button, and we have 50 people that we have hired that are ready to applaud, to hip and holler. Mm-hmm. Hip, hoop and holler.
Whoop it up.
Hoop and holler, to get turned up, if you will, for the great and illustrious Sherry Callahan. Sherry,
hey,
how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Jeff,
excited
how
for you to be
doing?
here.
Hi.
I'm excited for you to be here. I think it's fantastic.
Cool.
The people think it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
The people think it too. The people think it too. So thank you so much for joining us, Sherry. This is super cool. I'm excited that you gave us a little bit of your time. You're a businesswoman, a busy businesswoman.
Business.
Busy.
Share Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Share Bear in town
Share
on
Bear.
business.
Share Bear.
So Sherry, we've talked. We're just going to jump right into it. We've talked about what Jess's impression of you was when she met you 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Long time.
What was your first impression of the great Jess B when you first met this wiry, troublesome, quick and hot-handed little Latina?
She was so sweet. You'd never think they did the things they did. And thank God I didn't know till they were older.
He doesn't know.
Man, that's fantastic.
I didn't want to know.
I don't even know. She might not. Listen. I thought. What is that? Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability. I don't know. I have
Yeah.
no idea. I can't be held responsible or accountable for aiding and abetting or for anything like that if I don't know.
I was just there. I didn't do anything.
She didn't do it.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
I still did nothing.
I did nothing.
Sherry,
Except
thank you so
sneak
much.
out sometimes and sit in Ashley's bedroom window and
I
talk
know,
to
right?
her.
That's very poetic.
Yeah, it was.
That's
Really cute.
very
I
poetic.
was a poetic kid. I was very
Oh yeah,
emotional.
I love that, man. Eric Youngs, what's up? Nathan Druin, great to see you, my man. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Along with Jess B and myself, we're talking to Sherry Callahan, entrepreneur, lady she's a duchess, the Duchess of Mineral Bluff. We gave her this title. She did not call herself this. We have bestowed upon her the title of Duchess of Mineral Bluff and the Blue Ridge Babe,
Blue Ridge Babe.
AKA the Blue Ridge Babe. I love it. Sherry, congratulations. You have 2 nicknames within a span of like
I know,
4
along
minutes.
with Share Bear. I mean, hey.
Why not?
Share Bear, the Duchess of Mineral Bluff, a.k.a. the Blue Ridge Babe. And you have to say the Blue Ridge Babe.
Yeah.
She can't just be Blue Ridge
Right.
babe. You have to be the Blue Ridge
The.
Babe. Oh, man,
The
that's
Blue Ridge.
fantastic.
The.
So, Sherry, let's talk about the reason that you're here. You're an entrepreneur. You're a mover and a shaker. And recently, some time ago, how long ago did you make this real estate investment into this beautiful cabin we're about to talk about?
6 years ago.
Okay. So 6 years
Yeah,
ago,
before the
you were like, you know what? This is a beautiful thing. What was the catalyst for you making that decision? Was it the right time? Was it the right real estate, the right investment? Like, what was your thought process going through making such a big and clearly brilliant and wise investment? Was there risk? Was there worry? How'd you feel about that?
No rhyme or reason. We had inherited money. My husband's like, I want a cabin, and he's so preppy. Jesse knows who he is. He's not a cabiny guy.
Yeah.
So I said, find something 8 hours because I'm not driving further than that. We got off a plane in Colorado, hopped a plane to Atlanta. First weekend there, we bought it. Never
That
been
was
there
it.
in our lives. Never
Did
been
you
there in our lives.
had you rented the place? Did you Airbnb it? Was it for sale?
It was for sale.
Wow. Was it newly
Yeah.
built? Was there a previous owner?
It was a previous owner. It was 10 years old when we bought it.
Gotcha. So
very,
10
very
years in,
well
the
kept
previous owner was like, yo, I'm done with this. I don't want this cabin. I just want to get rid of it. And you were like, hey, let's look for some kick-ass cabins in Mineral Bluff. How'd you find Mineral
Right.
Bluff?
I don't know.
I love her. She's like, F it, we're doing
We
this.
just hopped
We're doing
the
it live.
plane and went north.
Really? So you
we had a realtor that
Okay.
looked all these up for us. And my husband
and she was
spent
like, hey, I
6
found
months
this, I found this, I
aggravating
found this.
me.
And you're like, I've never even heard of Mineral Bluff, but F it, we're going.
Exactly. we're doing it.
We're going.
And
So,
we
so
went through a lot of cabins to find that one. I'm just like, keep going, pass out. No.
you'll know. You'll know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will know. I will say that. Jess was very lucky. She looked at one house and bought it.
Yeah.
I looked at
Yeah.
about 70. I looked at about 70 before I bought this one. I was like, man, the
Wow.
first house, I was like, do you know how much, the stress, the pressure, the anxiety, the bargaining, the ups, the downs, the waiting for the calls back. And she's like, nope, first house done. Yep. That's awesome.
You just do it sometimes.
You got what you needed.
Yeah.
I just like approach
do it.
it, and it's like it's not the last decision I'm ever going to make in my life, and if
Yeah,
I don't like it.
it is.
then
It is a big one.
I'll figure it out.
It is a big one, but again, clearly attainable. And a lot of people are worried about it because it's such a big investment. So I like that. I like that you were very prominent with your decision. Like, okay, we found ourselves in the surplus. Let's utilize this properly. Your husband's like, I want a cabin. You were like, awesome. Let's get a realtor. How did you? So you worked with your realtor. Your realtor did a little research, provided you all these addresses and pictures and cabins, and you guys went and did sightseeing.
We showed up that weekend, and she took us in her car and went through the things. And that we were there Friday. Saturday, we found that cabin and put a contract on it.
And that was it.
That was
I
it.
didn't even know that. That's awesome.
Did
Yeah.
you know how soon after you arrived at the cabin or walked through the front door did you know this was the one?
They had a rocking chair. I mean, while you guys were there, y'all saw where the double doors led out to that porch. That porch wasn't there when we bought it. So it used to be like a
Really?
little sitting thing. Yeah, it was like a little nook, and it had a rocking chair. And I love that rocking chair. So because of that rocking chair is probably why. But I like the wraparound porch. The rocking chair did it for me. I was like, oh, I'm going to grow old here in the rocking chair.
like same exact cabin, no rocking chair. You're like, this place is trash.
Yeah, now it's up.
Get closer,
We don't even
get
use
closer.
it. It's upstairs.
She's
Yeah.
like, but
Yeah.
that's I like that was the triggering point.
Yeah.
And she knows.
Yeah.
I saw that rocking chair and I was like, man, this
Gotta
feels
have
like
it.
home. This feels like
I'm
home.
not buying it unless I get that rocking chair with it.
This is put rocking chair in the contract. Write it down. I want to see it. I want it. What model is this? What make is this? How old is this rocking chair? What color is this? Like, I do not want to lose out on this rocking chair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how long have you guys owned it for?
6 years.
So you've had it for 6 years. You bought it when it was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And in those 6 years, have you seen it and experienced it as a smart, wise decision? You feel good about it? Was there a little buyer's remorse, or were you just excited?
We were super excited, and now it's like quadrupled in value in 6 years. I mean, what we paid, around $295 for now goes for $800,000. So, it's a pretty good investment. And then Airbnb's been awesome.
$295.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, that's what I realized.
Good for you.
That was 5-6 years ago.
When we were driving around to get groceries or this or that, I was noticing all of the real estate signs, and I'm like, I don't see any houses or any cabin, like, because just the way everything is situated, you don't see even what's right next door. Like, there was a couple other cabins, you don't see.
Yeah,
really.
the way that it goes through the trees and the entrances and the driveways, like, they're all very private, but they're right there. Mm-hmm. Like, you pull down into the drive and boop, there's the cabin. Yeah. Even yours is, if you're coming up that turn right there, you have one very small chance. It's very private.
Right.
It's so quiet.
Yeah. Stephanie was saying that a lot of people from Atlanta go to Blue Ridge.
Yeah.
In Mineral Bluff in that area on
Florida.
the weekends.
Florida people are always up there. We get a lot of, like, Sarasota, the West Coast, even the East Coast. Most of the people up there are from Florida. They've all bought homes up there. Yeah, the majority of people from Florida.
What
I wonder where all the nice people are. They weren't nice in Florida, but they're nice up there.
People cross a state line and it changes them. Yeah,
we're on vacation. Here in Florida is like Mad Max in the Thunderdome sometimes. Yeah. It's very, very interesting, especially on any of these toll roads, say 414. But yeah, most of those are, you go into a place like Mineral Bluff, it's so chill. Everything about it, just the feeling of it is a little slower. Yeah. It's like time passes a little slower there. Very, very quiet. Very serene, a beautiful view. It's one of those things where you walk in, you're like, this feels like home. Like, this is the spot right here.
Feet up and grab a drink. There you
nice.
Go.
And you were like,
kept saying, "This is my cabin."
You're like, we're done here. This is my cabin. I'm putting a contract down on this cabin right now, just today. How often do you guys get to visit?
We're up at least once a month.
That's what I'm talking about.
You guys have bring the jet skis and stuff like that too,
I didn't
right?
think you were going to say that. I thought you were going to say once every 6 months, once every 3 months.
No,
like, that's what I thought you were going to say.
6 years every month. And during COVID, we were up there every week. I mean,
Hell
that's an
yeah.
8-hour drive, but we were doing it every weekend just because nobody else was there and no one was on the road, so we could haul ass.
What great bonding time too. 8 hours. Yeah. I mean, always going to be your ups and downs, but I bet pretty good bonding time. Just driving up there and it must feel. And it's interesting because, like, any investment like that takes a lot of focus, a lot of time, and the right decisions. And clearly, this isn't. I imagine this isn't your first time purchasing real estate.
No, I own 2 homes in Orlando.
Yeah, so she knows what's up. She's like, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. We know what's going on.
Divorce, so.
Yeah.
So clearly, I
don't. What's up?
Oh, Share Bear! I love it. I love it.
Cool benefit about the cabin is, like, now Chris lives so close.
I know, right?
Her
I get
son.
to see him more. Yeah.
For a long time, he lived in the Midwest. He lived in Chicago. He lived in Missouri, and
really?
was an air traffic controller.
Oh, that's awesome.
And now they live in Sonoya, right?
And with a baby.
And with a baby, so she has more grandkids.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well,
so
that's
they get to see
awesome.
Them more,
What a cool family experience. And I got to say, whose idea was it? This is a serious question. Whose idea was it to put the ring on a string on the back patio?
It was my husband, because the people down the street, up cabin 2 doors up, they used to have one, and they're the ones that hooked us up on that. But ours is different because it's at an angle.
I was just about to bring that up. I've played some ring on a string before, but when I got there and I saw that it was at an angle, I said, "Oh, the game has evolved. Here's a modifier. Here's a modifier here." And I love that game. Love that game. It's so much fun. It's so simple. We're such simple creatures. You know what I mean? Like, we're just completely enamored by it. That's why it's part of the show, like, that we're going to see on Friday. Like, that was a part of it, because Stephanie and I we're fiercely competitive with each other. And, like, we're just pushing each other and pushing each other. By the time we were done, we're doing all these different types of figure 8 trick shots. There was one guy who did 3 back and forth. 1, 2, 3, clink. And I was like, man, that was awesome. What a brilliantly simple game.
And
a
you did the one
simple
with
game.
your arm around the pillar.
The arm around the pillar, then the figure eight there. We got crazy. So we've been talking about this cabin for quite some time. I wanted to put this up there. Mama Floyd said friends of ours go to Blue Ridge every year. Is Blue Ridge like a pretty big place for tourism for like people to just go and relax?
I guess it is. I found out 6 years ago it was a big whoop-de-doo. Everybody knew it except me.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently.
She's like, but you know now.
I know now. And now I don't. It's grown up a lot. It's grown up an awful lot. Downtown Blue Ridge has really gotten big.
Really?
And
that's awesome.
When I went
probably
last time.
700 cabins in the last couple of years.
Really?
The
that's
downtown
a lot,
areas looked
Holy
a lot
Moses.
more. Like, so you didn't get to see, but
No,
the
no,
downtown
no.
Blue Ridge, even from when I went, like, what, it was like 2 years ago when Stephanie and I surprised Ashley at the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
We went to lunch downtown. Yeah, I think that was 2 years because she had
Girl, you need
Donovan.
to get back up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, I went with a couple weeks ago with
that's
them,
right, you did.
but I
That's
mean,
right.
to your point, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, seriously, it's been forever.
Yeah.
I know, right? Anytime. We're up there once a month. I'm just saying.
Like, hitch a ride. Yeah, but even then, in just that short period of time, there were so much more going on in downtown Blue Ridge, like more restaurants, more kind
Parking
of
garages.
commerce and shop. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
A hotel.
That's apparently here comes Blue Ridge, man. You mentioned Blue Ridge. It's like, boom, friends of ours go to Blue Ridge. Boom, Blue Ridge, Georgia, Bigfoot territory.
What?
Yeah,
And let's take it even
that's
further.
rough. Yeah.
Nathan comes in and says, Bigfoot is an alien informant. Bigfoot's an alien. That's how fast we went with this. Listen, Sherry, there are a bunch of movers and shakers. There's some troublemakers in this chat. They will take it from Blue Ridge getting visits every year all the way to Bigfoot is an alien conspiracy theory. And I love it, Nathan. You keep him coming, bro, because I bet he is.
I try as hard
Come
as
to the
possible
cabin.
to
I got
forget that
Bigfoot
aliens
right outside.
exist.
I saw, like, Matthew Pfeiffer's a huge Sasquatch guy. Like, he's been following Bigfoot for a long time. Like, he's into the lore of Bigfoot, the history of Bigfoot, the Sasquatchiness of Bigfoot. And that's I talk a lot of bullshit on this show. I just make fun of everything, but that's true. Matthew Pfeiffer will probably pop right in and be like, yo, he probably has some badge, or he's part of some club, or he's got some sash or some pin. Maybe he's got a hat. I don't know. But he's a huge Bigfoot fan. But I saw you guys got Bigfoot right at your front door. It's like just down to the lower left, I think. I remember
Take a
that.
picture.
Dude, that little seating. You know what? Let's bring up the website because we keep talking about it, and I have all these beautiful images, but I want to share it with everybody. I'm going to hit some buttons I've never hit before. Let's see if this works. It does. Fantastic. So this is it, right? My Mountain Dream Vacation Cabin. This is not just a picture of one of the cabins. This is your cabin.
This is my cabin. Yes.
Man, absolutely beautiful. And this was one of those things where when I was really looking at this and kind of taking in all of the nature that you don't see through the picture, the feeling of it, the temperature of it, the sound, the quietness, just the stillness.
Quiet.
It's very calm. It's very, very still, and it feels very like wholesome and peaceful. It's not like The Shining still. It's like very, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Overlook. It's not the Overlook Hotel still. It's very like calming, kind of slows the world down still, where it gives you a moment to breathe and relax and kind of take it easy. I don't know where this all takes us, so I'm gonna click. Oh, maybe that's where it takes us. Look at these photos.
Pictures by Sherry.
Oh.
Pictures by. So Sherry, you took these photos.
Yeah.
Oh man, these are beautiful.
I'm not.
Look, and I will say this: when we were there, some upgrades have happened because you have some different furniture now. You have, and this is beautiful as well. But you have the chairs. You have a couple, like two couches.
Furniture we had. Yeah, no, this is the same one we have up there now. It's just different cushions. Yeah,
Different.
But that porch was added
different
on
cushions.
That porch wasn't there. Yeah.
So this is the porch you were talking about.
Yes, that's the porch we added, and that's the porch I do weddings on. Yeah.
What was it before it was a porch? It looks like it's always been a porch.
Nope, that railing from the other side just went straight across, so we added that on. We took the railing out.
Really?
The wraparound porch is great.
You added the fireplace as well. Is that accurate?
Yes.
No way. So from this area right here, this double, pretty much ahead of that, everything in front of that, you added on.
Yes.
What a brilliant idea.
And the steps going down.
We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there. So here's a shot from, again, we had some seafood, and we actually we had the seafood boil.
Yeah.
That Chris and Eric provided. And then this table is actually in one of the shots because this is where Stephanie and I enjoyed the zuppa de pêche with a beautiful white wine. It was very good. So, again, was this table here? Did you add this table? Look how beautiful this is.
That's a different one. We had a different one up there when we first bought it, and I didn't like it. So
you were like, nope, out of here.
Yeah.
Now, this is a shot from, I believe, the master bedroom patio balcony.
Yes. That's beautiful to wake up to every morning that you're there. You just
no
go out
shit.
there with coffee and just sit there with the hummingbirds. I know. I do it. I don't care how cold it is. I'm out there.
Who wouldn't be out there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's stunning. It's just so it's so beautiful and serene. And to see that's your view. It goes on to.
Right.
I had a question when we were out there, and I'm terrible with long distances. How far away are those big mountains? Like, how far is that? 5 miles? 20 miles? Like, how far away is that? I have no idea, and I always try to think about it.
Yeah, they look closer in person than they do in pictures. And they're really not that far away. I want to say maybe 3 miles, because you take the road down, blow it, and probably about 3 miles.
I was like,
I don't know
what
I said. I know I'm bad
I thought
at
about.
approximating
I was like,
distances.
I don't know, 5 miles maybe, and I have no
Give or
clue.
take,
But
yeah.
so this is the master bedroom balcony right here. You walk out on there, and ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what it's like. You walk right out there, and it is nothing but 100% peace. Like it's and I found myself in some peaceful places in my life. That was one of the most peaceful feelings. Like, I don't know if it's the energy of the world, the freaking minerals in Mineral Bluff. I have no idea if it's in the water, but very peaceful. This is the patio that and it looks a little different now. Same furniture. I don't see ring on a string here, so I think this was pre-ring on a string.
Probably, or it could be hooked up. I don't know. It may be pre.
Yeah, it might be pre. Who knows? This is the patio that you were talking about. This is the one you spend all your time on.
I love this. I love all of them.
That's what
I
we
know,
did too.
right?
We didn't spend
If I
much
could
time
build more, I
inside.
would.
She's
Yeah.
like, she goes, I already have a wraparound patio, and I have 3 of them. I have one on the first,
and I
second,
want
and
more.
top story, and I want more patios.
All the patios.
Seriously.
Man, she's like, I want more patios.
Well, it's
want more
perfect because you're
outside.
maximizing the space. You know, it's like
And I love outside.
you're there to be out. You're there to be outdoors.
Oh yeah.
But also, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now this fire pit looks a little different now. You have
the fire pit changed before y'all came.
Oh, it
looks awesome,
dude. I love it, and I
haven't
think we
even
actually
seen it
have
in
some
person.
photos. We're gonna talk. Oh my God,
Oh, no,
you haven't seen it in
turned
person?
out really nice.
I
It's
haven't
really
seen
nice.
It has like the swing couch,
Yeah.
the wood
now
swing
the swing
couch.
was there. Yeah, the swing
Okay.
thing was there, but the fire pit itself is changed.
Oh man, beautiful. And
we've
yeah,
had that
and this
replaced.
so this beautiful, awesome fire pit is not even the fire pit that's there. You've evolved the fire pit that's actually there.
Yes.
I mean, you get right out of here. This is so beautiful. So this is just inside the front door. Before we go out on the patio, we were just looking at. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful kitchen. You guys are going to see this kitchen on Friday night. This is the kitchen that I ate a lot of food. Listen, Stephanie cooks a lot of food, and I feel bad letting food go to waste. I probably gained 10 pounds at the cabin because Stephanie cooked all of this food, and I ate all of the food.
That's the most I've ever seen
Wow.
you eat.
And man, it is
Everything's better at the cabin.
right.
Life's better at the cabin.
Food
Life's better at the
I get
cabin,
so
man. Come to
hungry at the
Mineral
cabin.
Bluff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
You gotta eat when you're up there.
Yeah, you got to eat when you're up there. Beautiful place. This was the bedroom on the entry floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
Right,
bedroom on the
right.
entry floor had a
TV's
had
been changed.
access to the patio, and there's a bathroom just past this dresser. On the lower right, you walk just past that. You cut a right, and you have access to a bathroom right there. Beautiful, just like this. Really, really good stuff. This is the bathroom that you have access to. Gorgeous.
Right.
And I will say this: you guys have really cool Airbnb stuff. You have like the towels with the notes and the moisturizer and the s'mores that are right up front. Like super cool. Here's a beautiful drone shot. Now that outdoor 3rd story patio, you guys can see here, and then you can see the wraparound one that we also were talking about. That Sherry spends all of her time, and then there's also a 1st level porch. You know, porch/patio with a hot tub on it. You get right out of here.
Couldn't get Ben out of there to save his life.
No, you absolutely not.
Ben was just down there by himself.
Absolutely.
He
When
loves
we
the
first
hot
got there, it was Ben and Courtney.
Ben and Courtney. I knew when we got back from the grocery store, they had been home all of 10 minutes when we all met up on Thursday. I knew before I walked in the house, I'm like, Ben's in that hot tub right now.
Oh,
He loves
goodness
it.
gracious.
Every time he sit up there with us, he just lives in it.
He lives in
loves
it.
it.
And Yeah. He was by himself there. One night it was like we were all hanging out upstairs. He was just downstairs by himself in the hot tub.
Just
and
in the
he
hot
was
tub.
texting me. He's like, "Bring me a beer."
Just being
listening to
being Benny
music.
Bear.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to rent this cabin, and Mama and Papa Floyd brought up a really good one. Papa Floyd wants to go. Where can we find out how to reserve it? Go to bookmyvacationcabin.com right there, and you'll get to the exact same website that we're at, that we're showing these photos. You can look at the exact same photos that we were looking at now. Walking through this, it's so interesting. Sherry was like, how did you come upon this? You brilliant businesswoman. Like, walk me through the real estate decisions. Did you watch Wolf of Wall Street? Did you watch The Big Short? Were you like, what's going on? She's like, we had money, we wanted a cabin, and we bought it.
She just goes, "I wanted to, so I did." That's really the
Done.
long and short.
I had
of
to
it.
get rid of the money. I couldn't take it anymore. I was tired of shopping.
Oh man, and just an absolute gorgeous cabin. I mean, the more photos that you look at, you guys can go to the website we just put up there.
Oh, yeah.
Again, beautiful shot. Just the feeling, all of it is wood. That warm,
That
full
knotty
color.
pine.
Yeah, that knotty pine. This is the loft right at the top of the stairs. I like that you guys have a
Right.
holiday tree. I love that, and I like all like the patterns on the bedding. It's all very cabinish, very
yeah.
quilt
This is an older
patterns. You know,
picture, too.
I love
this
it.
one, I don't. Is this like on a website that you're looking at? Is that because that must be
Yeah.
my pictures that go with something?
Yeah,
These
this is
are all
on
been
book.
updated on Airbnb.
This is bookmyvacationcabin.com
We
slash
had to
photo
lug
gallery.
that futon all the way downstairs, just me and my husband. That thing was heavy.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
how we
That's
did
heavy
it. And then
wood.
took it. That's when we decided to have those stairs built, because then we had to drag it down those stairs and down to the bottom basement, so it was a lot easier with that. So yeah, so that's downstairs in the basement. But yeah,
That's crazy. That's heavy. Oh my goodness gracious.
it was heavy.
And again, just that warm, awesome, welcoming feeling to it. I look at something like this,
Right.
I just want to take a nap. I don't want to pull the covers down. I want to just crawl right onto the bed and lay my head on that little square white pillow right there, and then just fall into the quiet of nature. Now this is downstairs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Right,
on
that's
the
basement.
this is in the basement. They have a pool table out there. They got some things. This is the bathroom downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I like your toilet paper holder.
Yeah, did you decorate this, Sherry, or did you have somebody come in? Did it come furnished? Like, how did you kind of do that?
It came furnished, but I've replaced like the TVs in these are all replaced. The quilts and stuff, I've got like probably 20 different quilts.
wow.
I like change, so I'll swap out the quilts all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the most part, we just added our touches. We've changed things out over the 6 years, and just made it ours.
Man, I love it. Over 6 years, just walking into this beautiful cabin and being like, because you know, we've all been part of fixer uppers. We've been part of brand new with new construction and new problems. And it's like you never really know what you're getting into when you purchase a piece of real estate. You can only have inspected so much and see so much, you know. But 6 years in, still feel good about the purchase. Like, what were some of the unexpected things that happened that you had to traverse, or has everything been nice and smooth with this purchase? Because you never know what you're gonna always run into when it comes to
And
real
it's
estate.
so far away.
So far away.
Yeah.
Like again,
I
that's a big thing as well. How'd you feel about that, or what's happened since?
We found out how expensive having a cabin actually is. You would think, oh, wood house in the woods, you don't have to take care of it like you do houses in Florida, paint them all the time. Let me tell you what, we found out that requires a lot of maintenance because of it being all wood. I mean, that was, I think, the one shock for us. You know, staining it. You have to stain the whole cabin,
yeah.
and it's way more expensive than having a house painted. You know, you got to stain the decks every couple of years, which is a big expense. You got to cut trees, just things like that.
Yeah, you're in the
that you
woods,
didn't
kid.
think. Yeah, I know, but you know, these cabins have been there since like 18 something in some places, and they look like they're
Really?
fine. They didn't do all that. So,
Wow.
you know,
I was
you see
just
all these
thinking
old
about that.
cabins?
Did they do the same thing 150 years ago, 200 years ago? Is that like, how did
No.
they stain it? Were they different kinds of wood? How were they processed? Did they just replace the boards? Did they just put a bucket down and
They
be like,
had
all right,
dirt
screw
floors and they slapped together some logs with some
Oh,
pine
stop
sap.
it. We're only talking about 100 years
Listen,
ago.
I
Get
read
out
a
of
lot
here.
of Laura Ingalls Wilder growing up, so I think
Yeah,
I know
right?
what I'm talking about.
So we were just talking about that third floor, that basement. Now, is that a basement because you can walk right outside and you're like not
It's a walkout
underground?
basement, yeah. Yeah,
A
it's
walk-out basement. I love it.
Yeah.
And just looking at this beautiful shot right here. I mean, this is that bottom level we just saw the bathroom and the bedroom in, and this is what we were talking about. You have the A little bit of air. You have some chess or checkers, whatever you want. It looks like a little air hockey down there. I don't know what
That was
that
a
is.
shuffleboard in this picture, but we do have the air hockey now. We just had the pool table recovered, completely bumpers, everything redone.
Really?
You got to see all this. I haven't seen any of this.
Yeah, I noticed
mean,
the pool table looked really, really good. We didn't spend a whole lot of time downstairs because like I kept eating too much and going to bed at 9 p.m.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things you guys got to see that I didn't get to see yet.
Get right out of here.
Oh, well, trust it. Honestly, it looks really
I recognize
beautiful.
this hot tub. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to get into the hot tub. I think Benny Bear slept, and played golf in that hot tub. He played 36 holes of golf from that hot tub, Sherry.
He was. That's what he said too. He was going to play. He played 36 holes of golf on Friday, and he was going to golf on Saturday. And he was like, "No, I think I'm just going to get in the hot tub tomorrow."
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you.
When he comes.
I swear to God, it wasn't to hang out with us. That's
isn't
for sure.
this out by the fire pit now, or where is this?
Yes,
I don't.
because nobody would sit down there. You can't see. I mean, you're in the woods, so I yanked it over and put it at the fire pit and went, "Hey, I love it. I sit out there. We sit out there a lot."
Hell yeah, Sherry's like, it's 450 pounds. I got this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna whip this around here real
We
quick.
did it.
Yeah. Well, the last time I was there, they didn't have the stairs going up.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
that was really pretty.
That was a really nice addition.
That was a great. That was one of my favorite parts.
Porch bigger.
Yeah.
We made the porch bigger. We added on to it about.
I don't remember walking through. I don't remember walking through a screen door or a screen to
That
get
was
to
there.
the hot tub.
Yeah.
I was only down there that once when we saw Ben and Courtney. I never went out there again.
Yeah, I had to. Well, I didn't have to. I elected to do beer delivery service.
Oh, that's right.
To Ben
That's
and Courtney.
right. That's right. And I love the colors that are in this. Just, I mean, even if you were to take away the bedspread, just the feel of it, just the whole vibe of it. And like, it's a place where you want to nap.
Oh, yeah.
It's a place where you want to rest. And I don't sleep very well, but I got to tell you, man, I slept fantastically there. It was like, you're just one of the things, and I love Luke and Leia. Don't get me wrong. I love my two pups. But if there is a blade of grass that moves at Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. and Leia's right next to your ear, you're about to get a really, really loud awakening. And I didn't have to worry about any of that here. It was just so peaceful and
Did
so
it rain
relaxing.
while y'all were there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
supposed to rain like the entire time, but Friday ended up being absolutely beautiful, and it rained at night, and then I think it rained most of Saturday.
Yeah.
But
day,
at night, you
at
get
night
to hear the
it's-
rain on the roof.
it was
Oh, man. It
beautiful.
was
I
gorgeous.
like a baby with that on.
And I have to
Oh,
say
I was
too,
out.
like
Oh,
the
get
separation
out of
of
here.
sound.
This
like,
is just insane.
when you're on the main floor and everybody's downstairs, like whooping it up, doing whatever they do. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
No, you
Like
can't
I didn't
anything in the
hear
basement.
it too much
Yeah.
from the basement.
No.
Granted, I'm a pretty heavy sleeper.
Everybody was rocking and rolling. And I got to tell you, extremely comfortable furniture. I wanted to say that the first time we went through these pictures, like extremely
Yeah, those
comfortable
couches are really
furniture.
comfy.
Everything about this, Sherry, felt soft. You know, even though it was wood, like it didn't feel hard. It felt welcoming. It felt very relaxing. It felt warm. It felt very, very soft. Even, you know, it felt strong. It felt safe, but it felt very welcoming and very relaxing. You know, which was interesting because I've never experienced anything like this before. It was beautiful to walk into, and that is the look from the front door. Just looking straight in, a beautiful place. We put the website up there if you guys want to look into it. I most certainly implore you to. I think I need to go up once a month. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, like just an absolutely gorgeous location. Quite the investment. I love that you're so bold and brassy. You know, look at this shot. Get right out of here. Like
I have
some.
a picture of every stay every time I go, and it never looks the same from that upstairs balcony. Every time
Really?
I take a picture, it's just the coolest thing to go back and look at them.
And there's so much room to relax and take it easy and chill. So if anybody in here, if anybody watching this video is looking for a relaxing place to go, super affordable, pretty. It's not that far away from an Ingles. You can go right there and get to a shopping market and get everything you need.
Yeah.
It's far enough away to be far enough away, but it's close enough to everything to be close enough. You know, like you're not driving for an hour to go to the store. 15 minutes, you're there.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
you're between
15 minutes.
two cities. So you
Yeah,
have
and we didn't
Blue
even
Ridge,
go
you
the
have
other way.
Kaysville.
Yeah,
Oh,
they, yeah.
You missed it in the Kaysville. You as a band guy, they have Toomey's, and that's like a live band thing that you can go in there. People like you would just show up. I guess I don't know how you get signed up for it, but they play.
Oh, I'll
people
find
like
out.
You guys, yeah, Toomey's
I want
that's
to.
fun.
I want
And there's a
to
guy
play
down
in
from us.
Georgia.
plays there. Yeah, seriously, you probably could do it.
Oh, get out of here. This is the shot of the
They're
loft. Thank you
cool.
very
They're
much for that,
big.
Sherry. I love these two
Yeah.
windows. I just saw those. That's the first time I saw those. I didn't go up there for days.
You really
Wow.
didn't leave that floor.
I don't go
He
to the
was
basement often.
I didn't go up there. I just noticed those windows. I've looked at this very picture a dozen times.
Yeah. Well,
It
was Saturday and we were gonna leave. I'm like, oh, you haven't even been upstairs yet, and he's like, I don't know.
I was like, it's somebody's bedroom.
Somebody's bedroom.
I just felt weird because that was like somebody's bedroom.
Stephanie and Ben were up there.
Right.
And she was like, no, there's a huge loft up there too. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, hey, Steph, we're going to go upstairs. And I still felt weird about it. Like, Stephanie's super cool, no problem. But I was just like, man, I'm like invading somebody's personal space.
I'm like,
It
I've known her 20 years. I don't care.
He's like, I'm going up there. But I'm glad I went up there because I walked out onto that patio, that balcony.
Yeah.
It's breathtaking.
Dude, get right out of here, man. Just gorgeous stuff, gorgeous shots. And this is what I was talking about. Like, all this stuff right here is super fancy. Just so fancy. Look at that. It's just beautiful, Sherry. I'm so proud of you. You know, what a great investment.
It's not even a vacation home for everybody else. It's for me. I want it to be nice when I show up
Yeah.
driving 8 hours every time. I'm like walking in and I just want to go, ooh, I love it.
Heck yeah, you want to walk in like it's like it's a hotel, like it's your Airbnb.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And these are the stairs we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And so this was a new addition. I now see that those 4x4s there look relatively newer compared to the other parts of the house, even
I
the
think
other
we had
parts
to
of the house that are
replace a
staying a little
couple of them.
differently.
We've had to, because they have earthquakes up there. I didn't know that either.
Oh,
but
really?
They apparently
Get
have,
out of here.
Yeah, little minor earthquakes. So the stuff will shift every once in a while. So a couple of the boards kind of were a little iffy, and I'm like, we're not having it fall. So yeah, we're up on everything. We make sure. I think of what someone could do, how many drunk people are going to jump over the side, make sure things are cool. So.
Amen, bro.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. I was
Yeah.
like, my God, you really have to appreciate the people that can be here and trust them.
Yeah.
Because you're
yeah.
hip level to a very bad ending. You really got to be responsible up there, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like, and you're right, just trusting people going up there. So whose idea was it to start renting it out and Airbnb it out, and then to have weddings there on that beautiful patio? I'm gonna get back to that new these pictures. There it is. So you have weddings here.
Yes. Yeah. Well, my daughter, Jessie, was there. My daughter wanted to get married, and she wanted to elope. And I'm like, we got this fancy porch. Why don't we do it?
Mm-hmm.
So when we did hers, I was like, wow, I'm a photographer, wedding photographer. I've been for 20 years in Orlando. I mean, why can't we do this? I'm good at decorating. So
What a
I started getmarriedinblueridge.com, and I do probably a wedding a month. When we go up there for the month, I usually do quite a few of those.
Do you officiate the wedding?
Yes, I do. Actually,
Get
I think
outta
Jessie
here.
I didn't
did
know
it.
that.
Yeah, well, because I can't find anybody up there to do it.
So you
it's
officiate the
beautiful.
wedding, you host the wedding, you can do photography for the
Yeah.
wedding.
Yes, my husband does photography while they're getting married, and then as I'm officiating it, and then I take over, and he just does the other stuff.
Sure, you really are quite the entrepreneur.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
about how to make money every day. These people that can't make money and can't find something to do, I could think of a million things to do, but I'm only one
Baby,
person.
they ain't working hard enough. It's there. And we were talking
guess.
about this before, like what it took to get to this position in life. Like here you are on this beautiful 8-hour drive with like your partner up to this gorgeous cabin. And you guys have worked
Right.
really hard for this. Blood, sweat, tears, good investments and savings. And like you said, a lot of hard work. A lot.
You figure I'm working 3 jobs, and I've worked 3 jobs. I don't have to, but if I want things like this, and we like to travel, we used to, the wedding photography, I mean, I made so much money doing that over the 20 years. It was crazy. We were taking 5-6 cruises a year just because of that. That was always.
So you've been a wedding photographer for how long?
21 years.
Wow. So now you went from taking pictures of them to officiating the weddings to hosting and officiating while your husband takes pictures of them.
Yes. I
She
make
does
more
it all.
money doing that. For a 3-hour
Absolutely.
wedding, I make more than I would doing weddings here chasing a bride around. I mean, I still do some, but I don't do as many as I used to.
You're like, no, we do it up there.
So
Yeah,
we
she would
it
do
up there.
everyone's like high school graduation photos or like Ashley's
Yeah.
pregnancy photo. Like anytime she's like, oh, I've been
Yeah.
thinking, like when she was thinking about starting to doing the weddings, like put on your old wedding dress, like with Katie
I put
and
Chris
everything.
and Katie out
You
there.
put
Yeah,
Chris and Katie.
were my first fake bride.
I want to do this. This is I have this all drawn up, and I hope I was like, man, there's a lot of cool pictures of Sherry. Not to digress, but I was like, let me check out
Changes of
check out Sherry's Facebook and see what's going on. And there's a couple where you look at her and she's like, she just looks like a business lady. She's beautiful, bold, and brilliant. She's got all the 3 Bs. So we made this.
I wonder where you got that from. I was like,
No,
wow.
We do
You
our
never know
digging.
what hair color I'm gonna have.
Yeah, we do our digging. I saw this. I said, this is a boss babe right here.
She's a blonde babe.
This is a boss babe right here. So tonight we are chatting with Sherry Callahan, a community conversation entrepreneur, a creator, mom, wedding photographer, officiating the wedding, hosting the wedding. She's a boss business babe while she's doing hair.
But I know you're.
at the same
there's
time.
more that you do than that.
I don't doubt it. I'm sure there is. What else does Sherry Callahan? We got a couple minutes left. We got 10 minutes. What else does Sherry Callahan?
Office.
Yeah.
My full-time
How long
job
have you
is
worked for the post office?
27 years.
Holy bejesus! What do you
I'm a
do for the post
rural
office
carrier.
if you're allowed?
I'm a rural carrier.
A rural carrier?
Yeah, here in Orlando, believe it or not. Yeah, we get
What's a
we don't
rural
wear the
carrier?
uniforms. We're just like city carriers, except we don't wear uniforms, and we're paid pretty much salary, but I still have all the benefits like a city carrier. We just
So
get
you don't
done
have
in
the
6
white
hours
truck
and
with
get
the
paid.
uniform. You have your own private vehicle and you can dress
No,
however you want to dress.
I have an air-conditioned van because I'm a
Ooh.
boss.
You're a
Yes,
boss.
she is. 27
I'm
years.
Up
like,
27
I'm not doing
years.
this. 27 years we're getting AC, so I have AC.
Man,
van.
you got to have one heck of a pension and retirement as well.
Yeah, that's the only thing that keeps you hanging in there.
Dude, it's interesting because as we're young, we want money for right now.
Right.
And then the older we get, we realize that we need money for later.
Right.
And so all the money we make now is okay, but it's not really what we need. What we need is tomorrow. You know, we need just enough money to survive today, but I need my savings, my real focus is on everything for tomorrow. You know, and having the great Commodore, his dad worked for the post office over in St. Pete, I think, for 20 plus years and retired from the post office. I talked to a guy yesterday who went from telecom to the post office for 2 years, worked at the airport, and said, 1 year, I'm sorry, 1 year. He goes, those people are crazy, Billy. And I went, yeah? He goes, oh, absolutely. They're crazy. He goes, I worked the post office at the airport in Orlando. He said, and they have sorting machines that sort like 50,000 pieces of mail every minute. And it's like, and it's sub-sorted. So it gets sorted to like an area, then it gets sorted to the driver, and it's put in order. So as they're driving, they can just go in order, and it's automatically done. He goes, and this one guy was so protective of his machine. He's like, you get away from my machine. Don't you touch my machine. He goes,
Probably my
I did it
brother.
for a year. He goes, those people are crazy, bro.
See, I'm falling apart inside because I'm like, why is there a post office at the airport? And then I was like,
That's
maybe
paid
keep that
for
one
it,
to
yeah.
yourself.
I said, really? He goes, they're just high energy.
Yeah.
They're high energy. And I said, well, if it's of any consolation, or if it's in any relation to it, Sherry seems like a boss babe until it takes nobody's shit, and she got some high energy. So
Yeah,
I think she fits in perfectly with the post office.
No, really. I mean, like, you're always doing something the entire time I've known you. You know, you're not really one. Like, you and Stephen both, like, you're going bike riding, you're going to go jet skiing, you know, you're going to go to the park. Like, you're
e-bikes.
really.
We love those.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Like, they're just always going and doing stuff. And I feel like that's super admirable. And that's one thing, like I said,
So
I think that's really admirable.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this timeline. So a post office employee for 27 years, also doing wedding photography for 20 plus years. How long have you been officiating weddings since you've had the cabin?
How long has Ashley been married? 3 years? It was right
yeah,
after
Ashley
I
got
did
married
it.
in
Started doing
August
it.
of, yeah.
Do you still work for the
2018.
post office, or are you retired from the post office?
No,
So
I
you
still
work for the
I still
post
got
office.
A couple years. Yeah.
You still do wedding photography. You do wedding officiating. You host the weddings. And what do you do for hair? Did you do hair at some point, or is this just a
I went
hobby
to
of
hair
yours?
School. No, I went to hair school when I was young because my dad was a barber. You know, my aunt was a beautician, and they used to like mess up my hair, and I'm like, I'm not going to let that happen forever.
Because I gotta say,
That's how I had a
Sherry,
big nose. I wanna
your
get that
hair is fantastic.
great.
I want to bring it up right there.
you.
There's Sherry right there, just absolutely gorgeous.
She was
That's
the
my
first
girl.
person to ever put my hair in hot rollers. I was like, this is a
I said, right?
fantastic
I gave y'all big
experience.
hair for y'all.
It looked
Aw.
so great. It looked so good. Cause
I took it back to the 80s.
yeah, because her daughter went to prom with my brother, and
That's
I went to
awesome.
prom with my
Bobby
brother's best
Bear.
friend. We got a limo. It
Uh-oh.
was amazing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad we saw a limo on the road the other day. We were happy that they still do limos. I was like, I'm glad people still do limos. You know, what a fun
Yeah, they still
experience.
do.
What a fun experience. So, and you currently are we missing anything?
No, just new
She's
grandma.
like, I'm an amazing
I mean, if
wife,
I could-
grandmother, mother.
Yes.
Do you have any
Yeah.
brothers or sisters?
I have a brother, one brother, Tony.
Uncle
Jesse knows
Tony.
him.
Uncle T.
Tony.
I love Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
Man,
He's crazy.
so
he was one of the
big-
crazy ones at Tradeport.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were like. I wonder. Sherry's gonna message me tomorrow. She's gonna be like, "I found out who you're talking about, Billy." She was like, "I know. I've been here for 27 years. You think I don't know?"
She's got a couple grandbabies.
Yeah. He didn't have anything bad to say. He was just like, the energy was totally weird, bro. He's like, you get in there, he's like, they're just moving a million miles an hour. It's just not my speed. I had to go back to telecom, which is nuts. Like, I've worked in telecom before. It's insane. Like, I'm like, man, how crazy was the post office at the airport if telecom was nuts? Like,
yeah, post office is not easy. We can't even get people to come work.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I would imagine with the benefits, with the pension, with the pay, like why would it be so hard to fill these positions? You know, is it?
Not
it's
as
like
easy as it looks. I mean, being out in that heat in the summer.
You just get a lot of burnouts. People coming in, they're like, "Cool, I'm gonna rock this." In a year, they're like, "Dude, this isn't for me. I gotta go."
They don't
like,
make it a year. They make it.
That was my next
weeks.
question. Really? So they find out real fast. They find out real fast. They're like, nope, this is not for me. This is not for me. I work with an HVAC company, and we get people that'll come in during the summertime because we're busy, super busy during the summertime. We're just absolutely loaded. We have turnover so much in the summertime. People will join to be in HVAC and then decide and realize what it's like to work in air conditioning in Florida, but there's no air conditioning. So you're working in Florida in a building with no AC purposely because your job is to fix the AC, and they make it maybe 6 weeks. Maybe.
They don't want to sweat. They don't want to.
No.
That heat
Maybe.
kills you. I'm in the sun. Everybody's like, "Oh, you got so much tan." I'm like, I work outside. You know.
Yeah. I'm not out here just with my feet kicked up all the time, drinking on a margarita, enjoying it. Like, I'm working, baby. I'm working. Yeah. So you seem. I'm pretty good at this. I'm gonna go 35. Are you 35?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nailed it. I'm really good at this. I'm really good at this. How far away are you from retirement? And will you always be at the cabin? Okay. So you got like 27.
I'll always have the cabin. I'm gonna have the cabin because that's gonna be my retirement job of the weddings and stuff like that. I can do.
That's what I'm saying. When you retire, are you headed to the cabin?
No, not to stay. We may buy a house closer to Chris.
Gotcha.
If I can get my mom and them to move up with us, or just go back and forth between Florida and Georgia. Mm-hmm.
You like the drive? You like to travel?
We don't mind. I mean, I drive for work, and Steven drives for work, so we're kind of used to, and
driving.
him and I like each other in the car, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys split the drive up, or does one of you just make the drive?
For the first few years, used to drive because I get car sick, and I don't like the way he drives. But but then he got a truck, so now he wants to drive all the time. So I let him. Yeah. And I can't.
I like
sleep,
you, Sherry.
So
you are right. You are all right. And this is thank you so much for spending some time with us. I really appreciate you. And it was so awesome. Like Stephanie and Jess, they both spoke so highly of you, And I was like, I'm always interested in meeting people that are finding themselves not only busy but productive and growing and trying new things, and they're bold and they're just like let's do this, but to enjoy that cabin. Like you guys here at home watching are just seeing these beautiful pictures of this cabin. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing these things as if they're just these things that you get to go visit. But like Sherry was saying, there's so much time, there's so much love, there's so much investment, but it's worth it. But you got to work to relax.
Yeah.
People just want to relax. They're like, why can't I just relax? Dude, Sherry worked her ass off, and Steven worked his ass off to be able to relax in a beautiful, gorgeous location like this. And this is a Pictures by Sherry. Get right out of here. You can rent this. We were there for a couple days. Absolutely gorgeous. And no joke, guys, these are not photos just from somewhere in Mineral Bluff. Like these are photos from the cabin that we were not only able to spend some time in, but that Sherry goes there once a month. Just beautiful area. And again, the pictures don't do it justice, and the pictures are already beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful investment. I'm so happy for you, Sherry. I'm so happy that you were like, this is it. I love it. I love being here. Like, I wish that feeling for everybody. I hope that everybody feels that. And if they don't feel that, I hope they find that, and it's
you got to go up there and experience it.
You guys, hello. Jess and I were like, all right, who do we know that's cool that we can stand for 3 days?
Yeah, we've already, like, anybody who'll
y'all
listen.
already know the basement you can't hear, so we're ever up there, y'all can go stay in the basement. I don't need
That's what Stephanie said. She was like, just go when Sherry and Steven are there.
It was that. Thank you, man. That would be such a blessing, and I want other people like in our community to experience this. And you guys can rent it. Like, you can head to Book My Cabin. You can head right to the website. It's not that expensive at all, especially if you fill the bedrooms.
Or do you think Airbnb, like, what is your preferred platform for renting? Do you prefer that website or Airbnb, or people message you on Facebook?
They can do through Facebook. My Mountain Dream Vacation Cabin is my Facebook page for that. And an easier website is lovemycabin.com. That takes you to the website to direct book.
Perfect.
I got it. I'm actually going to, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this right here, stand by. Let me copy that bad boy. I'm going to paste this in here. We're going to do a little paste and go. We're going to check out My Mountain Dream real quick right there. Give the old wackadoo. Oh, yeah. Let me jump to...
Throw her a follow.
Oh, yeah. Let me jump
She's
to...
She's at 995. Let's get her to 1,000.
Boom. 995 followers, 962 likes. Hey, guys, let's make this happen, man. So let's check this out, because I'm going to... Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to share this screen, Sherry. And let's see. And before that, I do want to do the... show this real quick. Let me do that. There we go. So is this the best way to get in touch with you right now, right through Facebook, My Mountain Dream Vacation Cabin?
You can. Either that or send me a message through the, lovemycabin.com or whatever. Let me know that they saw you on your show, and they'll get a discount.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That is super cool. Just beautiful stuff, man. This is and you guys can see they have specials. Any 3-night stay for $675. Dude, you get out of here. Get out of here.
That was probably old. Since COVID, you can't touch these things for that. I mean, COVID was a blessing to the cabin community, that's for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's reviews. Get 21 reviews, 5.0. Beautiful. This cabin is absolutely everything you need. The owner, Sherry, is amazing. I agree. She made everything effortless. Seems like she would. And look at that. There's. I didn't even think about that wintertime photos.
No, y'all won't get there winter when it snows unless y'all come with me, because I plan for any time it snows. I'm going up there.
Really?
I don't care if I don't care if it's for one day. If I think it's gonna snow, and if it's not booked already, I'm gone.
She's calling out of work. She says, "Steven, pack up the truck."
Man, we're at 997 follows, guys. Let's get 3 follows, man. Come on. I know we can do it. We can hit that. That's incredible. Sherry, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. I really appreciate it. And again, keep up the good work. I'm excited. What do you have coming up? What is it that you have in the hopper? Because you seem like a mover and a shaker, Sherry, and I think you always got some irons in the fire.
I don't know. I think of things all the time. So, I mean, just basically, I'm leaning towards getting retired out of the post office and seeing what I can do with the weddings up there. We may, when the real estate gets better, dabble into another place up there to rent out a smaller place, I think. So, yeah, we'll see.
I love it, man. I was thinking, Jess and I were already thinking, like, man, who in the KitchenKillaz crew could we get together and just go up there, like, and we got a pretty cool crew too. We got some really, really good people that I think would absolutely fall in love. So we probably have 3 trips. Yeah. I think we were talking about Jess and her family getting together, spending a little time up there. We're like, let's do a little KK cabin.
Oh yeah.
That would be so much fun. Get our crew together, go up there and just enjoy a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And it's super affordable. Mm-hmm. It's easy to get to. Like, we flew into Atlanta. We drove. We took 2-hour drive. The rental at Hertz was super easy. We literally walked up, picked our own car, got in it, and drove away. That was it.
Easy. Right.
It was so simple. 2-hour drive, not bad. Nice and beautiful. Really pretty. The scenery was gorgeous. It was a nice drive.
Listen to the podcast.
Yeah, listened. Got up to the cabin. So beautiful. So welcoming. Ran down to Ingles. Got some food. Went back. There's food around. There's coffee around. There's
and then I don't know if you left again.
A Dunkin' Donuts. A Starbucks.
That. You didn't leave.
No.
He was not interested in leaving the cabin to go
I was
do
at that cabin to be at the cabin.
I said, "Oh, we're gonna go."
Stephanie and I stayed a couple extra days.
Oh man!
I said, Stephanie and I are gonna go to the store, and he was like,
"Bye,
I'm good. Have fun."
I wish I could stay there more. I wish everybody'd leave me so I could stay there by myself.
Oh man. Well, I would say this. I'm pretty sure Mama Floyd is one of those. That's clearly that's my mom and Papa Floyd. And when Papa Floyd wants to make something happen, Mama Floyd is a titan. She's like done. So I would imagine she's probably going to get a crew together pretty quick and reach out to you pretty quick to get some dates. My man Nathan Druin. My man Nathan's like, yo, KK Cabin weekend, I am in.
And it's only 2.5 hours from Asheville.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, that's right, J-Flow's over there. If you wanted to, you guys could drive up there. Like 8 hour, it's an 8-hour drive. You know, you don't have to fly. We would probably fly into Atlanta because it's fun. And it's Spirit, simple. Nice and pretty inexpensive. You fly right in, you grab a rental car. You're not doing anything crazy, especially if you're going to relax. Right. Go to relax.
Or go to party. There's tons of wineries there.
Do whatever you want to do, man. I'm going to relax.
All kinds brewery that has these cool margarita bottles of.
She's got one with her.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to say, because this is the coolest thing. And they get samples. You can have samples and like get drunk and just sample little symbols of this stuff.
She has got one with her. I love that.
I do. I love this stuff.
She's like, it's literally right here. She's like, I have it with me.
Cabin, sitting on the porch. There you go. You're hooked up.
Man, and just coming. What a beautiful investment. And I hope it's pretty much everything that you guys were hoping that it would be. You know, I really
family
do.
Memories. Jesse's been there. She's part of our memories.
Oh yeah.
How
many family weeks.
How many times have you been at the Share Bear cabin?
I've been at least 4.
Really?
That I can remember. Yeah. Once, the first time I went was Stephanie's bachelorette party, and that's the first time I stayed there.
Okay.
And then the other times have been just kind of popping by.
Well, no, were you not there at Ashley's wedding?
I wasn't there for Ashley's wedding. I was on FaceTime.
I don't know why I thought you were. Okay, that's why.
Stephanie came.
You were there
because
somewhere.
They were going to get married in July.
Yeah.
Of that same year, and Ashley said it was too hot.
Yeah.
So she didn't want to get married. So I just flew. I just flew to Chattanooga and hung out with Stephanie, and then Stephanie and I drove to the cabin, and we were there that day and hung out and all that fun stuff.
I was at Stephanie's wedding too, so that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right, because y'all stayed at the cabin for her wedding?
Yeah, and then drove back and forth. Because that's only an hour and a half. Chattanooga's not far.
Yep.
Helen's not far. It's about an hour to Helen, that little German town, which is awesome to go check out. Yeah, that's a really cool place.
Stephanie and I went to the orchard. That was really beautiful.
Yeah, Monsieur's Orchard's a lot of fun. But you can take like bar hopping tours, dessert eating tours if you want to eat. I mean, they have a lot of stuff to do.
You can rent boats. Like you can rent a pontoon boat.
We rent pontoon boats every time we go off of Lake Blue Ridge, and it's not cheap, but for all day long, it's like $700, I think, and you fit like 8 people on it, and you just have a great day, and you can swim because there's nothing going to get you, no alligators. You know, you just swim.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
She don't like alligators.
I don't like them either. That's why our jet skis are up there and not here.
Yeah, I'm like, ever since Michigan, I have the ick.
Okay, we're at $9.99. Come on, guys, $9.99. One more follow. Let's get to that 1,000.
Get her 1,000.
Let's get that 1,000. I did want to do this real quick because I found this video here. It's very serene, so I don't necessarily know. Let me make sure I don't have the audio shared because I was wondering, Sherry, if you wouldn't mind kind of like walking us through a little Vanna White narration. Remember Wheel of Fortune when they would win?
Right.
I don't know if you remember this. They would be in a little picture. They would be in a little picture in like the lower corner, and they would go through rooms of houses, and they would have money that they could spend, and they could be like, I'll take the couch. I'll take the surfboard. I'll take this. They don't do that at Wheel of Fortune anymore. But there was always that announcer guy. It was like, and here we have this beautiful grandfather clock coming in at $1,200. Like, just super, super cool, man. I really like that. So I wanted to see if we could do something similar because this video is gorgeous. I like it. I've watched it. I've watched it several times. You know.
You made the video?
I made the video, if that's the one I'm thinking of, with my iPhone 13 Pro X. I did a video. I went on YouTube to how to do it, and it took me like 30 minutes to film it, process it through photos. Yeah, I'm.
You're like, I'm done here.
I'm done. I did it, and I threw it up there. So yeah.
Man, that is awesome. I'm gonna do this real quick. Is this hosted on YouTube? Is this where this is hosted? But we're
host on YouTube. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play this bad boy. Oh, it is. Let's see. We're gonna widescreen this bad boy. All right, so they shouldn't be able to hear that. And let me come in and
lovely roundabout driveway.
Do this right here, man. And this is so. I like what you guys did, especially with the movement back and forth. When like I imagine you had somebody inside that pulled the
Yeah,
door
my
and
husband.
opened it. It was
I'm
beautiful.
screaming,
Good job, Steven.
Open the door! Open the door!
You guys can't hear that part. That's behind the
thank
scenes.
God. Yeah.
That's behind the scenes. Great shot. I love the floor to the ceilings. This is the actual cabin that we were in, that we got to spend time in. That is the actual furniture that is there. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it looks comfortable. This does not do it justice. Like, you touch that couch and you just fall in love with it, man.
Or you fall asleep.
Or both. Or you fall in love while you fall asleep.
Yeah,
this is the room that we stayed in. I think this is the room that we were in. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love your camera work here. You did a great job. That's a good one. Starting at the top of the stairs, panning over to the loft, you get right out of here. She pans around, shows all the way to the edge, and stops at the wall just before the door. This is the master bedroom right here. There's that beautiful patio she talked about, always going out there every single morning, no matter how cold it is. She's devoted.
Just bring a quilt.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, just bring a quilt and your coffee, and you're out there, and you're just
do.
digging it, man. You know, that's Sherry's like, yo, that's what I do. That's why I got to wear it 1,000. Good job, everybody. Thank you guys so much, man.
Yay.
That is super freaking cool.
There's that view.
Look at that. Good idea. Good idea. That's that view right from that third floor, right from that master bedroom balcony. Yeah.
Yep. I learned all these techniques on YouTube.
All you have to do is want to learn.
Yeah, it was easy. It was fun. I bought a gimbal, but I didn't have a gimbal for this one. And I can't figure out my gimbal, so I haven't used it yet.
And Billy has 2 gimbals.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll give you one, Sherry.
Same situation.
I have one. I paid a lot of money for it. I just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
Same. So here's that game room. Beautiful. Love it. Now, this looks a little bit newer than the photos that we were looking at. This just setup kind of looks a little bit new.
Yeah. I did this probably about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago.
Oh,
okay.
so this is because it looked exactly like this, like
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
joke,
this
except the
is-
fire
this is
wasn't
what it
lit.
looks
But
like,
all of
yeah.
this is accurate.
We had to put the fire on for the video.
Oh, you have to go in when it's
It was
cold
summer.
outside.
It was hot, but we did it anyway.
That's
You would never know.
That's what we saw.
Yeah.
That's what we saw with the sign
Except
and
the new
everything. Welcome
fire
to our
pit.
fire
You gotta-
pit. Yeah.
Yeah. but
The,
you had a
the
new
fire pit's new. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a
Oh, and
beautiful.
the light, the constellation light, the green.
Oh, that's
like,
right. That was
you
really
love
pretty.
Those. It
Yeah.
took me forever to get those in the trees. 6 years. I
Man.
finally got them all done.
Super.
I swear, I thought it was one of those like projectors that you have on
It
the ground.
is. It
Oh,
is.
okay.
I'm kidding.
She asked. She
I'm
was
so
like,
gullible.
She goes. Do you think those are LED lights in those trees? I said, there's no way. She's climbing 30 feet to wrap trees and to wrap
I'm like,
LED
you
lights.
don't
And
know her.
it's got to be one of the laser projectors. She's
It
like,
is. Yeah.
she goes,
You
you don't
don't-
know Sherry though. She'll do it.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
Oh,
It wouldn't be her.
6
She'd be
years, I
like,
did
Steven,
it.
get up in the tree. We're hiring somebody.
Steven, do
Kill
it.
himself.
Steven will do it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
man, that
He's
is
tall.
so awesome. Sherry, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really do appreciate you hanging out and just talking to us a little bit about you as a person and the decisions in your life. What a beautiful life, an absolutely gorgeous career. Thank you so much for allowing us to experience this cabin. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to try it, man. You can. There's several different places you can go. BookMyVacationCabin.com, whatever you want to call
Love
it. There's
My Cabin.
27 different websites. LoveMyCabin.com. Find them on Facebook. Make sure you do that. And I think you own a bunch of different websites, and they all link together. So they all kind of link together. But you can find that at Love My Cabin or BookMyVacationCabin.com, and you can check it out. The pricing is up there, not bad. I just saw it $267 a night. That's dude. There's sometimes you're going to find a hard time finding hotels for that. Like that's tough.
Yeah.
You can get
The
3-day
downtown
package
hotel they
deals.
just built is more expensive.
Man,
It's
that's
only a
crazy.
one-bedroom.
And that's
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, what an absolutely beautiful location, super affordable, well taken care of. You walk in and everything is perfect. Everything is perfect, and it's ready for you to enjoy it.
It is.
It's ready for you to relax. It's ready for you to party. It's ready for you to get outside and throw the ring on the string. You got to go outside. I challenge all of you to ring on a string, even you, Stephanie, me and you. We're going to go at it.
Stephanie a pro at it. It takes me 100
She's
shots, but
very,
I'm doing
very,
it till I
very
do it.
good.
Yeah,
She is
yeah.
very good. And she wasn't playing around either, man. There's we had such a good time at the cabin, Sherry. It was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for not only being here tonight, but opening up your doors to other people that want to experience that. And you guys got to check it out. Have Sherry do your photography for your wedding. Have her officiate it. Do it at the cabin.
Get married again.
And I would say
Elope.
find out what part of Central Florida she's responsible for in regards to the post office and move there, because you know it's going to be well taken care of, well run. She's not playing around. Not playing around at all, kids. So that is awesome. Sherry, thank you so much for joining us. If you're free on Friday night, I know you got a lot going on, but we are going to be playing those segments and playing that show. So pop into the chat.
Check it out.
My entire community has already fallen in love with you. So hopefully we got you to 1,000, which is really great. I'm so glad. Jess, great idea. Matthew Pfeiffer, everybody, good job, guys. Pushed our way. We were pretty close, so let's just push it over to the top.
Yeah.
So I really, really appreciate it, Sherry. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and enjoy your evening. Stay out of trouble, and then we'll probably be in touch soon, because that cabin, what a glorious place.
Yay.
Let me know. I'll hook you up.
You got it, love. I'll talk to you
Thanks,
soon.
Sherry.
All right. Bye, Jeff.
Bye.
So sweet.
Oh, yeah.
So sweet. Very, very sweet. Diligent, focused, creative, funny.
She's so funny.
She's a boss babe.
I love Sherry.
The Duchess of Mineral Bluff, a.k.a. the Blue Ridge Babe. That's right. That was the lovely Sherry Callahan.
It's a moniker we take very seriously.
Making it happen. We even have an awesome overlay. Yeah, that's right. There she is, the boss babe herself. And she said, you never know what color my hair is going to be.
I can't wait for you to meet Steven.
Yeah?
He's so funny, too.
I'm excited.
Together, they're so silly.
Guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me and Jess and Sherry tonight. We really, really appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you Friday night at 9:05, where we play those segments shot at the cabin at Mineral Bluske. Oh, with the Zuba de Pesh, Mineral Bluff, at this gorgeous cabin shot on just a couple weekends ago. But we're going to play that footage Friday night. Going to have some tunes. A huge shout out to Sherry for joining us tonight. We hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Stay out of trouble, and we'll talk to you guys Friday night at 9:05. Any final words for him, Jess B?
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Sherry, you stick tight. We're going to hang out in the green room. We're going to do a couple shots, and we're going to turn this bitch up. It's going to be fun.